Hey guys, Dr. Kyle Loveless here. Hey, thanks so much for taking a moment to watch. I want to talk to you guys today about acid reflux. It's a big issue that a lot of people are dealing with, and it's something that is actually fairly simple to help with, or at least I found that it is. Unfortunately, right now what we're doing when we have this reflux problem is we're going to the doctor, they're giving us a pill, you know, the purple pill or something like that, and we're ultimately reducing or taking an antacid and reducing the symptom so that you feel better, but the problem is that your body's still building disease and sickness. In fact, the Nexium pill, I just actually read this research that you have an increased chance of heart disease or actually having a heart attack on Nexium. I think it's anywhere from 18 to 20% increase when you're taking Nexium. That's a big deal. And we're seeing that over and over again with different medications. So you know that we know at this point there's so many things out there naturally, and so many people are looking for a natural approach. So we know that we don't want to do just the med, but sometimes you feel like you have no other choice. So today I want to give you the top 5 things that you can do to actually start to reverse acid reflux. And these are the things that we've used with our patients over the last 10 years and seen amazing results with. And sometimes it's different for everyone. But what I can tell you is if you can find the cause of the reflux and you can actually change that or get rid of the cause, remove the interference, your body will heal and you don't have to have that for the rest of your life. In fact, acid reflux isn't actually too much acid most of the time. It's actually not having enough. So there's actually something not working properly in your body. Also, it can be when the valves in the top part of your stomach go into your esophagus actually aren't working properly as well and leaking. So we know that acid reflux is a big deal. We know there's tons of symptoms from it. We know it's not a good thing to have, but what's the answer for it? And that's what I want to dive into here real quick, okay? So I want to dive into the top 5 things. The first thing that I'm going to recommend, and I recommend this with all of our patients to try this first, it's so simple and it has a high effectiveness rate, meaning I can't tell you the percentages of patients that have done this that it's worked, but it's a high percentage of patients. The first one is take something called apple cider vinegar. And vinegar is so good for helping normalize the acid in your stomach. It does an amazing job. Apple cider vinegar is so good for so many different things, but try apple cider vinegar. So what you do is you take a shot of apple cider vinegar, you put that into about 8 ounces of water, and you down it. And you do that every morning. You can do that before you go to bed. It actually helps stabilize blood sugar levels as well. It really works. It does. And I literally just had a patient last week who was taking Nexium, and we've gotten them off the Nexium just by apple cider vinegar. Well, they've also been getting adjusted too, which I'll walk you through that. But ultimately, apple cider vinegar can be very effective. So first step, try apple cider vinegar. Okay. The second thing, well, before I move on actually, if you take apple cider vinegar and you have more pain or more reflux, what that tells us is a good idea would be, instead of taking the apple cider vinegar, is to take HCl. So actually take hydrochloric acid. That can be very effective. So hydrochloric acid can come in a supplement form, and you can actually take that and it'll reproduce or help your body produce hydrochloric acid in the stomach, which means it's not. And that actually is a good way to go too. So either this one, HCl, or apple cider vinegar. Okay, the second thing, and the cool part is these are good for you, it's not going to hurt you to do. The second thing that I would recommend, whether this works or not, is to add in, and this is pretty much a recommendation for any health problem, but add in your green leafy vegetables. Okay, these cruciferous vegetables are essential for balancing the acid in your body, help alkalize your system. Not only that, they have amazing nutritious value, obviously. Helps glutathione, which is your body's strongest antioxidant. Pretty much the precursors to glutathione, which is your body's strongest antioxidant, the number 1 thing that fights off cancer in your body, comes from the precursors for your body to be able to produce. That comes from green leafy vegetables. So you got to have those things. I recommend tons of broccoli, kale, spinach. These things are amazing for something like acid reflux. The next thing on the list, this is one of my favorite, I have them written over here so I can just look at them real quick, is fermented foods or drinks. Okay, so I'm just going to put fermented, and you can add that foods or drinks into there. And things like kombucha are really good. There's probiotic drinks out there. There's so many good ones out there, and those are great. Those help normalize your digestive system. You can also do like kimchi, you can do sauerkraut, what else are there? Pickles, things that are fermented can be actually really good. Fermented goat's milk yogurt, you can do fermented coconut yogurt or coconut kefir. Those things are really, really good and have been shown to be very effective for, again, for acid reflux. Helps normalize your digestive system. The key is if you have acid reflux, it tells you your body is out of balance. And most of the time, acid reflux is going to stem from ultimately it stems from stress. Right? We have too much stress in our body, and when your body's in a stressed response, you're going to be in a fight or flight mode. And I've talked about this on previous videos, but when you're in a fight or flight mode, you're not trying to digest food. And this is actually very common that when people get into a quick stress response, like somebody jumps out at them in an alley, they can actually throw up because their digestive system, the blood actually leaves the digestive system because you don't need to digest food. So if you're someone that's very stressed while you're eating, like you could be eating healthy, but you're stressed all the time, you're moving around, you're doing work, you're doing all these things while you're eating, your food will just sit there and ferment and not actually be digested. And actually it can lead to things like candida and sugar issues and everything else too. So your acid reflux actually could be because your body is too stressed, which I'm going to hit on at the end there. The fourth one, which is the one that we work on the most, is actually getting adjusted. So what I mean by getting adjusted is chiropractic care. And I love this concept of working with the body's natural ability to heal. Chiropractic in and of itself is not only a natural way of helping people get better, but it's not a treatment for acid reflux. And that's what I love about it, is I'm not treating a symptom. As a chiropractor, we are working to remove the interference from your body so your body does the healing. Now let me relate this to acid reflux and digestion real quick if it doesn't make sense. So chiropractic, we work with the spine and the nervous system. Your brain controls everything, right? So for your heart to beat, your lungs to breathe, for your stomach to digest food, right? For your esophageal reflex, for all that, or valves to work, everything to do its job, the nervous system, the actual brain-body connection has to work. So your brain has to send a signal down your spinal cord. That goes out nerves from your mid-back right to your stomach. I'm going to show you a picture of this, so hopefully you can see this. Okay? And you can see right here the nerves from right there, right in that mid-back, right? You know, the spot that when you're sitting all day long is being compressed constantly because your head's forward, right? The head goes forward and compressed right there. And then those nerves go right to the stomach. That's huge. It can also be a stress response. You see this top, I'm trying not to block this. You can see this top nerve right here, the blue nerve, all the way around. That's the parasympathetic nervous system. That's called your vagus nerve. Well, your vagus nerve tells your body to relax, to digest food, to sleep, to love your spouse, to heal, to your immune system to work. And when you have damage in the upper part of your neck, it'll literally stop that. It can literally stop that nerve from working the way it's supposed to, and you stay in a stressed response. It puts your body into a fight or flight mode. The same thing here. What chiropractic does is we go in and we move that. We get your spine moving again. And when your spine moves, it blocks the stress response and resets the system so it can now adapt back to homeostasis, which is balance. Okay? I'm back. Which is balance, which allows your body to now do its job and heal. And your body will do that because that's what it's made to do. Your body's job is to survive and work. It's made to do that. If it's not working or not surviving or not functioning at the level it's supposed to, it's because there's interference to your body's ability to heal, or you have the lack of nutrients and minerals due to toxicities, due to not getting enough stuff in the body. You know, in this world today, we actually don't, I believe that, I don't think we have a ton of deficiencies. There are some, but I don't think we have a ton of deficiencies in things, other than the fact that our gut's not working, we're not absorbing our food properly. But I don't think we have tons of deficiencies as much as we have is too much of stress. And I mean stress like visual stress from computers, visual stress from our phones, stress of deadlines, stress of sitting all day long. All these stresses come into our system. So it's actually not a problem with lack. It's a problem with too much. We have too much of things. We need to find ways to de-stress ourselves. Chiropractic and getting adjusted de-stresses the system. It makes your body more resilient to stress. The reason I know chiropractic works is not the philosophy of what I just told you and the science of what I just told you. The reason I know it works is because I see it on a daily basis. One of the number one things we see with getting patients adjusted and get their spine moving is getting rid of acid reflux and getting rid of other digestive issues like constipation, diarrhea, chronic inflammation in the gut, by allowing the body's stress response to stop, and our body gets back to homeostasis and the body heals itself. So make it very clear, it's not actually treating acid reflux. And that's what's amazing about it, is you do the healing. If you have acid reflux, nobody's going to heal you from that. And guess what? No supplement's going to heal you from that either. You are going to heal yourself by removing the interference from your body's ability to heal, and then by giving your body what it needs. That's huge. Remember that. That's huge. And that's every issue, every symptom that you see right now is the exact same way as how you're going to get rid of it. Is you're going to heal from it. No one's going to heal you. And absolutely, there's not a medication on the planet that can heal you from it. It might get rid of your symptom, which is fine for the moment, but it will always come with a side effect. And many times those side effects are heart attacks, like ibuprofen with Aleve, with Nexium and things like that. So, big deal. Okay, the last one on here, which I just went on a rant about, is reducing stress in your body and in your world. And the way to do that is a lot of things. I would tell you the most effective way to reduce stress in your world is to not think about reducing stress in your world. And what I mean by that is, if you said, okay, I'm going to reduce stress, I'm going to meditate all day long, I'm going to sit in a room like this with my legs crossed and go to nothingness or whatever, well, that's great, but the problem is nothing got done. So then you're stressed about all the things you have to get done. What I would recommend doing is changing your perception. This takes time, but starting to look at things differently, right? Instead of seeing this instance in your life that's horrible and is ruining everything, look at that instance in your life as something that can help you grow. It's my favorite way of looking at this. Okay, so let's take, and I'm going to close up here shortly, but listen to this concept. So we have a picture of a puppy, okay? So I use this in talks, but think about a picture of a puppy. And you might think of a lab, a golden retriever, maybe it's a German Shepherd, maybe it's one of those little small chihuahuas or whatever. So you think of this puppy and automatically think about how your body responds to that. What are you thinking? You're thinking about this like cute little dog, how soft it is, how nice it is, and your body's in a relaxed mode. In that mode, you're going to be able to digest food, you're going to be able to sleep, you're going to be able to love, all those things, you're going to be creative, all that. But what about the person that has that same picture of a puppy in front of them, and all they can think about is that puppy chewing on their shoes or peeing on their carpet or pooping everywhere or keeping them up late at night, whining and all this other stuff? Well, that person isn't going to be digesting food. They're not going to be relaxed. They're going to be in a stressed mode. It's going to stress them out. Well, it's the same picture with two different perceptions. And it's having the two different responses within our bodies. So my point of the matter is that it's all about how you see it. If you can shift your thinking by shifting your perception of how you're seeing things and focusing on the good and what you're grateful for, you're going to be able to reduce our stress. And also, obviously, reducing stress means don't sit all day, don't stand in front of a computer all day. Find ways to get up and move, because that's the number one stressor in our world. That's my spiel on stress, but it is a big deal, and it's not just emotional, okay? So that's it, guys. The top 5 things for acid reflux: apple cider vinegar, green leafy vegetables, fermented foods. Get adjusted, get your spine moving. I'm telling you, the middle part of the back, every time I go down, I palpate somebody's spine, or I feel their spine, and I find a subluxation or fixation in the middle upper part of their back, and I ask, how's the acid reflux been, or are you experiencing acid reflux yet? Almost every single time they're amazed and like, wait, what? Because it really is. It goes hand in hand. It can be a game changer in the acid reflux department. Okay? And then finally, find ways to reduce stress in your life. It's essential for every health issue. Cool part about all 5 of these things is they're going to help you in your whole general health, but it's a good start for acid reflux. Instead of taking the purple pill, instead of taking tons of Tums, which can kill your body and can cause all kinds of health issues, which I'm not going to spend time on today and curse in the darkness, but I want to focus on you guys getting results. So start changing those things. Share this video, like it. Hey, I appreciate the video. People have been responding really well to these things. Share it with other people. People need this. They need to hear the truth about health. They need to realize that their body has an incredible ability to heal. It doesn't need help healing from anything else outside. It just needs no interference. And if they can understand that their body was made to heal, there's hope in that. It's not genetics. It's not just because they were born with it. It's not something they have to live with the rest of your life. It can heal, and I know that for a fact because the body was made to heal. If you cut the arm heals. It happens with every other tissue in your body as well. It just needs no interference, and medications are going to interfere. So that's my spiel, guys. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Like it, love it, share it, and we'll talk to you soon.